For over a decade, the desolate stretch of Gilgo Beach on Long Island held a terrifying secret. The discovery of human remains, starting in 2010, pointed to a serial killer lurking in the shadows, preying on vulnerable individuals. Years passed, leads went cold, and the identity of the Long Island serial killer, or LISK, remained one of America's most chilling, unsolved mysteries. Then, in 2023, a breakthrough? The arrest of Rex Heuermann, a Manhattan architect living a seemingly ordinary suburban life. The recent Netflix docuseries, Gone Girls, the Long Island serial killer, brought the harrowing search for justice back into the spotlight. But who is Rex Heuermann, and where does this complex case stand today? The nightmare began with the search for Shannon Gilbert, an escort who vanished in 2010. That search tragically uncovered the remains of 4 other women: Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, Amber Costello, and Maureen Brainerd Barnes, known as the Gilgo Four. All were found, bound and wrapped in burned. Over the following months, more remains were discovered along Ocean Parkway, eventually tolling at least 10 individuals, including Jessica Taylor and Sandra Costilla. The victims were often young women working as escorts, a fact that, as highlighted in Gone Girls, may have tragically contributed to the initial slow pace of the investigation, due to societal stigma and alleged police indifference or even corruption. For years, the investigation faced hurdles, including allegations of serious misconduct within the Suffolk County Police Department under former Chief James Burke. But a renewed push by a dedicated task force, armed with advanced technology, finally broke the case open. Investigators zeroed in on Rex Heuermann. Key evidence emerged: an eyewitness description of his distinctive Chevrolet Avalanche truck near a victim's last known location, sophisticated tracking of burner phones used to contact victims, and, crucially, DNA hair found on several victims was linked through mitochondrial DNA analysis to Heuermann's wife, Essa Alara, suggesting Heuermann as the source. His own DNA, obtained from a discarded pizza crust outside his Manhattan office, further solidified the connection. In July 2023, the arrest of the 60-year-old architect sent shockwaves through his community and the nation. The man neighbors described as quiet, a married father living in his childhood home, was accused of leading a monstrous double life. Initially charged with the murders of 3 of the Gilgo Four, Heuermann was later charged with the 4th, Maureen Brainerd. In early 2025, prosecutors added charges for the murders of Jessica Taylor and Sandra Costilla, bringing the total number of alleged victims linked to Heuermann to 7. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges. As of May 2025, Heuermann remains incarcerated at Riverhead Correctional Facility, awaiting trial. No trial date has been set, as complex pretrial hearings continue, particularly focusing on the admissibility of the novel mitochondrial DNA evidence used to link him to the crimes. His wife, Asa, initially filed for divorce, but has reportedly resumed visiting him in jail and is even participating in her own documentary about the upcoming trial. The arrest of Rex Heuermann marked a monumental step in a case that haunted Long Island for far too long. Yet, the journey towards justice is far from over. The legal battles continue. The full extent of the alleged crimes may still be unknown, and the families of the victims endure the agonizing wait for answers and accountability. The Netflix documentary Gone Girls powerfully reminded us of the human cost of these crimes and the importance of fighting for those often overlooked by society. The Long Island serial killer case remains a stark reminder of the darkness that can hide beneath a veneer of normalcy, and the tireless pursuit required to bring it into the light.